మిషన్ కామ్ అనేది ఏంటంటే స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ దీని కింద తీసుకెళ్ళి వీ వాంట్ టు ట్రైన్ అండ్ గెట్ మోర్ స్కిల్ దీని మీదకి తీసుకొచ్చి మా ఫుడ్ అండ్ బెవరేజ్లో వచ్చేసరికి సర్వీస్ ప్రొడక్షన్ అని రెండు ఉంటాయి. దాని రెండింటిని కూడా క్రాఫ్ట్ కోర్సెస్ కింద ఇది చేసుకుని మా అందరికీ కూడా స్టాఫ్ పాపులేషన్ని పెంచడం కోసం ఇది చేస్తున్నాను, కష్టపడుతున్నామండి. సో ఇంకా ఇంకా ఉన్నాయి. మేము ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఇంకా మీతో కలిసి ప్రెస్ వాళ్ళ సహకారంతో అన్నీ బయటికి తెలియజేస్తూ ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. ఐ విల్ హ్యాండ్ ఇట్ ఓవర్ టు సందీప్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, Kavita. Thank you, Shankar Chef, and thank you, Sampath Garu. We'd like to thank all the media people who've assembled here today. like Mr. Sampath said, NRAI is a national institution that's been around for 40 years. It's a not-for-profit organization, and what Sir said is the restaurant industry is one of the largest employers in the country. Today we have cloud kitchens, restaurants, bars, cafes, canteens, caterers, everyone who's part of the industry. The idea of NRAI is to bring everyone under one umbrella because the problems that the industry faces is same for everyone. And as an initiative of NRAI, we'd like to continue to engage in discussions with the government that are fruitful for society and for public and for the business sector as well. One of the initiatives of NRAI CSR has been to do activities such as the blood drive. We've been fortunate enough to have a large number of members from the fraternity, staff from the entire restaurant industry who've come forward to donate blood today. So we look forward to continuing to do many such initiatives, which will be for the society, working closely with the government and working mutually with the industry to help benefit everyone. I'd like to thank all the members of the media who've taken time to come out today. Each and every one who've donated blood today, and especially thanks to ROE Blood Donation, who's doing some wonderful work with children. And we'd also like to thank Sage Farm Cafe and Chow Pasta Bar for giving us the venue and hosting this today. Special thanks to some of our special celebrities, Ms. Nandini Reddy, Mr. Allari Naresh, Mr. Adivi Sesh Garu, and Ravi Teja, Street by YouTube, for coming forward and embracing this occasion. Thank you. Please let us know if there are any questions that we can answer.
I remember Shankar talking about it in the past about this industry status that NRAI has been asking for. But so far, the industry status that you have been asking has not been responded to by the government. What is the hitch? And secondly, the hotel industry is facing a lot of issues in terms of retention retention of employees.
I'll put it like this. Governments, we have been talking every time, madam. They have their own concerns, and we were always in the second consideration. They wanted to do the work, but they asked us to wait. So now the National Restaurant Association Delhi Secretariat has gathered information and is doing a big research on the industry numbers. So all these statistics have been submitted to the central government of India. We are expecting a big event to happen in Jan. That is what we have got information. So the industry report has been submitted to the central government of India. We are expecting a big event to happen, and a big person from the central government of India is expected to address the event. We are expecting a positive note from them. Then I can comment on this. But very shortly, I think we should be in this thing. And coming to the retention of staff, the supply demand is always there, and the number of restaurants, if you see in Hyderabad, Hyderabad is now a destination for businesses, for restaurants. You've been seeing every week 10 to 15 new places have been opening. So attrition is always high. We try to keep hold of our staff. Loyal staff is always there with us. And few people generally go there to other places just to grow. Again, no, when we need them and when we are growing, again they come back to us. So that's not a problem. And third thing you were asking. So skill development thing. Yes. Yeah. So skill development thing, madam, we are tying up with a few colleges. We are talking with the IIHM all over India, IHM is there. We are talking with IHM Hyderabad and few more colleges. I'll yet to name them because we are just talking with them. So we are customizing few courses, some craft courses, 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year, just for producing more staff into the industry.
Ma'am, actually, to add to your point, Telangana is the only state in the country where we've been successfully able to work with the government and get a single window clearance for the F&B industry. This is something that no other state in the country has. So it's probably a first step that the government has taken towards the industry. Hopefully, Telangana could also be the first state in the country to grant industry status to F&B as well. We could hope for that. Yeah, and that's. I'm saying that Telangana is the only state in the country which has a single window clearance for F&B industry, right? And that's been an NRAI initiative that we've been successful in working very closely with the government and the TSIC.
So, FOSTAC training is what is being implemented, and we have 2 sessions every month. We are educating constantly. Our biggest responsibility is also educating the unorganized sector and telling them the benefits about it, telling them that unnecessarily why go through the hassle of not keeping your place hygienic and running it as per standards. So the FOSTAC training is already scheduled. I think one is scheduled the end of this month, another one is just before Diwali. So every month, so we are taking the city by zone wise. So we are conducting in a particular area. It will be like one drive will be for Jubilee Hills and Banjara Hills, one drive will be for Madhapur and Cyberabad, one drive will be for the north of Hyderabad and all that. So there are hubs being created, and there's a schedule which is in place, and that's one of the things which is strictly being taken and enforced, and we are ensuring that every operator is in the knowledge and ensuring hygienic and food safety. Right now we are focusing on Hyderabad city, and then once Hyderabad city, then we will take into other parts of Telangana. Yes, we do have. I think with
So I am also into the Telangana State Hotels Association. It has an office at Khairatabad near Mira Sen section. So that is whole state is there, and all sectors are covered in that, like caterers. Even in this is also covered, but this is only restaurants which we are focusing on, and we have started with this zone. Hyderabad has grown so huge that zonal wise also we are making committees, and we are going to do all these FOSTAC training. FOSTAC training is the hygiene training which we are going to collaborate with the FSSAI department and the GHMC, and we're going to do a lot of sessions. We are creating a calendar so that every month we are going to have a FOSTAC training. We have officially tied up with IIHM to provide us a premises and proper equipment to train our staff.
There are concerns. I mean, I don't know what question my colleague asked there,
Yes.
but hygiene is a big issue. We recently had well-known restaurant in a
Yes, madam. I
in a
know
bad
that.
press,
Yes.
considering that the hygiene fact was impacting the health of a person. So since you said you are doing a lot of CSR activities, how are you educating your hotels and restaurants to ensure the hygiene is prompt?
So the same question sir asked us.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't
So
hear
it is about FSSAI, the government of India,
Yeah, but
and the state government.
Sorry, let me
Yes.
interrupt. When you talked about FSSAI, we recently had an interaction with them, and they said unless somebody gets it to our notice, we don't get to know about it. So, I mean, that also the people, the consumers have to go and tell
Madam,
them.
that department is so big, so training the teams and giving them certification and Eat Right Campus campaign is a different section in them.
I
So,
understand. I mean, we brought it to the notice. That's
Yes,
what I'm
madam.
saying. But
Yes,
this
madam.
is what he says.
Yes, madam.
So then, as a chapter, as an association head, how are you planning to educate restaurants to ensure there is good, clean food available to the consumers who are paying from their pocket?
You want to answer?
Hello, sorry. That is actually exactly what we're talking about. NRAI is looking to place itself as the single point of interaction for anything to do with restaurants. And as much as it is about campaigning for the rights of the restaurants with governments, in ensuring any kind of issues that come up are dealt with, we're also in the playing the role of educating restaurants as to what is required with them. So hygiene, as you mentioned, is a huge problem for sure. It's a huge concern for all of us that run food establishments, because it's obviously critical for us for what we do, that the customer that we are serving is happy and comes back. FOSTAC is a training that has been set out by FSSAI to ensure knowledge is shared with every single team in terms of how the hygiene needs to be maintained. So we need to recognize now that we are starting at the ground level, but this is a training that NRAI has taken up very, very seriously and is working very closely with the government to ensure that we have zonal meetings with restaurants from across, from different areas, educate them as to what safety standards required are, certify food handlers in every single establishment who then can follow this regulation, who will then have their own license renewed on an annual basis. So this is sort of what FOSTAC training is about, and it is a very, very important initiative that NRAI has taken on as a priority. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, fine. Thank you so much for that. All right, all right.
NRAI currently has 24 chapters across India, and the idea is that probably another 12 chapters will be added by the end of another calendar year. So this is primarily we are talking, one chapter is primarily covering the city per se, the major cities, metros, and then we are going to be in the plan going forward is also clubbing in the tier 2, tier 3 cities also, and objective is to cover the entire country over a period of time.
I think, as you know, I mean, we are one of the youngest populations as the world is concerned. So there's no question that labor is available. Is it skilled to the levels that we require? The answer is no, in all reality. And we need to make sure that we take that on as a challenge for our own selves and change that. And I think it's a critical need, not just for the restaurant industry, but for us as a nation, to ensure that all our young youth who are coming into employment are skilled efficiently to hold jobs for their lifetime. So it is again a priority that we've taken on. As we mentioned, we were not only working with organizations on craft courses, but we also on our own initiative have started Mission Calm, which works with underprivileged students and offers them skilling on site with an intention of creating employment for them. I'm very excited that I myself hired one of the students graduating from this, and they're all small programs, and we're really, as we said, looking to have NRAI Hyderabad as the one point center of all activities required and all initiatives started for the restaurant industry. And as our strengths grow and as the commitment of our members grow, because we are a voluntary organization, we hope to take on more such initiatives to ensure a lot of the issues that we come across are dealt with on a regular basis.
Also to add, there is a need, yes, absolutely there is a need to have a strong skills base. Is it available in the market? No, it's not available. So it is our own responsibility, each one of us, to have a robust infrastructure within your own setup. If you want to do well tomorrow, is keep creating people and educating them, skilling them, and that's how we are growing, and that's how we are able to retain people also. As long as we impart knowledge, I think that skill sets are here to stay.
And the point is that one of the key factors of the F&B industry is passion. Right? This industry is purely driven by passion. You find a lot of young people who are not really professionally educated but have a keen sense to learn. And whenever there's passion, you'll always find skilled people to work. Please indulge in some good food and tea and snacks provided by all our members. And we look forward to continued participation from the media in future events as well.
We're excited to announce that Allari Naresh and Adivi Sesh will be joining us shortly. We're extremely grateful for the support that we've gotten. A special call out to the NRAI Secretariat, Harita and Prayansh, for the incredible job that they've done to pull this event together. A really big shout out to our MC. As a voluntary organization, we really rely on the strength of our membership. And all of the MC have shown up in great numbers today, not just to feed you all the blood donors, but also to donate blood. And this is the kind of emotion and heart that has made the restaurant industry so successful, and we really look forward to some incredible events coming up. Thank you all. Please help yourself to some tea, and we will be available for any questions that you have.
అంతా ఇప్పుడు నరేష్ గారు మాట్లాడబోతున్నారు.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి. వెరీ హ్యాపీ. ఇక్కడ నేషనల్ రెస్టారెంట్ అసోసియేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా వాళ్ళు ఇవాళ హైదరాబాద్ చాప్టర్లో ఒక బ్లడ్ ఆర్గనైజ్ చేస్తూ కండక్ట్ చేశారు. దాదాపు ఒక 200 యూనిట్ బ్లడ్ డొనేట్ చేశారు ఎంప్లాయీస్ అందరికీ. సో ముందుగా ఈ ఈవెంట్ని ఆర్గనైజ్ చేసిన వాళ్ళకి, అలాగే ఎంప్లాయీస్కి, హోటల్ రెస్టారెంట్ వాళ్ళందరికీ పేరు పేరున అభినందనలు తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నాను. అండ్ it's been a great honor. My friend Sampath, who's been like a spicy vinni chala andaru vinnu untaru, he's become a president of Hyderabad chapter. So I'm wishing him all the very best. Alage fusion aina ikkadi nunchi Delhi ki veltunnaru. So I wish Shankar garu all the very best, and the entire team of the association restaurants వాళ్ళందరికీ all the very best. And now Sheshu garu మాట్లాడతారు.
అంతా నరేష్ గారు అన్నట్టే అండి. బట్ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ టు ద నేషనల్ రెస్టారెంట్ అసోసియేషన్. నాకు తెలిసి యూజువల్గా ఈటరీస్లో హైదరాబాద్ని ఎప్పుడు కొంచెం సెకండ్ ప్లేస్, థర్డ్ ప్లేస్లో వేసేవారు. బట్ నౌ ద కైండ్ ఆఫ్ కుజీన్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ ఇన్ హైదరాబాద్ ఇస్ షూర్ టు కంపీట్ ఆన్ అ వరల్డ్ స్టేజ్. చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉంది. అండ్ ఇక్కడ మా ఫ్రెండ్స్ చాలామంది రెస్టారెంట్ ఓనర్స్గా ఉన్నారు. ఐఎమ్ హ్యాపీ టు బీ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద సెలబ్రేషన్ అండ్ hopefully eat some good food.
Thank you.